you get all your picks in?
All right. Hopefully,
Let's see,
get
I'm
back correctly.
waiting to see if it shows up here now.
Don't have any faith in me.
I
Well.
got, 11 brackets out. Got Purdue and
Okay, it's saying it's live, so,
team win all.
okay.
I'm Purdue on all of mine. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid this year for once.
Okay, it's now 1:31. We'll call this the March 19th meeting of the Carroll County Redevelopment Commission to order. Present today, Cody Martin. Just a second here. Sorry, I was checking the recording and then it was feeding into my hearing aids. Present today are Cody Martin and Paul Ryder and Jack Begley of the RDC and Patrick, I never remember.
Jones.
Patrick Jones
Yep.
are representing our council. Beth Myers, County Auditor and Treasurer for the RDC. James Wales Jr. from the Carroll County EDC, and the Honorable Cameron Yates, Mayor of the City of Delphi. So, be nice to you. First item of business is approval of the February 19th minutes.
So moved.
Second.
It's moved by Paul Ryder, seconded by Cody Martin to approve the February 19th minutes. If there's no discussion, call the vote. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Next is the auditor's report, or financial reports.
Looking for a number here, 5, 4, 6, 6. Okay, here are, never mind. Did you get your claim? I sent this to you on your email.
Oh, I'm not.
What's it say?
I told my wife I didn't need to print those.
Well, I printed
My
a copy
secretary
for
said,
both
"Don't
of you.
print those."
He's got.
There's copies in your,
Oh, yeah.
they didn't even look at the packet I took the time to fix.
Oh, Jack.
You don't have to tell me.
She does.
Now, he does normally, but
Yeah.
this one doesn't.
So,
I usually try to go through
On here.
because I don't always get the emails. Like I should.
That's what you said.
Well, my charger stopped working again. It's like the third one.
you only need one copy, right?
Yeah.
You need two signed.
You didn't go out there.
Do we need to have somebody sign in place of Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay.
She resigned.
She resigned.
Yeah.
So what do we?
We'll just make Paul be
We're done.
as VP.
I'm lost.
I would do a motion in a second to have Paul act as
Okay.
the acting secretary,
Okay.
if you're so willing.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, we ought to have Cody.
Or Cody, whoever you
What
want.
am I doing?
Cody can.
Okay,
You want to be secretary? I move that Cody Martin, secretary of the meeting.
acting secretary today.
Okay.
And I'll second that. All those in favor of Cody serving as acting secretary for this meeting? Aye.
I feel like I was voluntold. Aye.
Oh, okay, so Cody's acting secretary. Your real tough job, last page, I need your signature.
Last
Where it said
page
Michelle Cox.
signature.
Go ahead and cross.
Hers,
Michelle.
right mine?
Yeah, and put your name there instead. So
You want my full name or just Cody Martin?
Whatever
Cody
you want to
Martin,
scribble.
okay. But whatever you want to write, it's okay.
Well, it could be Stephen William Cody Martin.
Man.
I'm like royalty. You didn't know that, but it's kind of a big deal.
You know, I'll bet you were. I will tell you that. Both of you boys were royalty.
Yep.
Okay. So, anybody have any questions or comments for Beth on the financial report?
If you look back, when we started, I started back in January and put some claim numbers on some of these. So we're gonna put claim numbers on the REMC bills and NIPSCO.
NIPSCO bills.
So they're on there now.
Okay, that's good, thank you. So, you can see where we're sitting with our funds in that for right now. And at least we got the February bond payments made, so that's all good. I think they're all on there. Yeah, yep. So, have a motion to approve the financial as presented?
So moved.
Do I second? I'm sorry, second?
Second, so it's been moved by Paul Ryder, seconded by Cody Martin to accept the financials, approve the financials as presented. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Moving on to claims. Beth has at least one claim for us, I know.
I need to, somebody just stuff these in. These are for you, Jack,
Okay.
your copies. And one for Patrick to take back to Eric. There's more than I thought, sorry. These are for Jack.
Jack.
Okay.
These are for Eric.
Okay. And then,
These are for Eric too. Just pass it
All
on.
right.
okay, another one for Eric.
Okay, so I have, I know, but it
I'm
said
sorry.
Eric. Okay.
Much younger than Eric.
This will be number claim 466. And is for REM insurance for the policy, and he can tell you what it is.
Motion to approve RME for $15,642.53.
I will second.
And there's a second. Okay, so it's been moved by Paul and seconded by Cody to approve the claim for RMA insurance for the insurance on the Shell building for 2026 in the amount of $15,642.53. Any discussion? We actually agreed to the policy last month. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
I'm just gonna do this now.
And
Okay. I mean, there's, I don't know why there's some in here,
Double crown.
And do you need to sign this before we give it to, send a copy to Eric? Or you'll,
we can,
well, she needs that, you need that copy if you've only got one, so.
okay. Then we have another copy for, or another claim for Heartland Media Group for an advertisement. She's got that as 465 and it's not, it's 467.
Motion to approve claim for
Give that
467.
to Jack, please.
Okay.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve a claim from Heartland Media Group. Claim number 467 for the amount of $29.54. If you don't mind me looking, I was just, do you
No, that's
remember
you
what
need.
it was for?
What's that for again?
That's what I was,
It's an advertisement for your, probably your
annual, it says annual report.
annual report that we had to do no matter because, for your authority, because you had to still do it because they weren't dissolved a whole year.
Oh, this is for the authority, okay. Okay, so this is for the redevelopment authority's annual report. Any other questions? All those, go ahead. If you,
So that cost $2,000?
no,
$29.
Oh.
$29.54. Okay, so,
Aye.
moved by Paul, seconded by Cody. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. And hand this back to Beth so that she's got it and we're not missing anything.
All right.
Okay,
And so did you, yeah, you signed this one.
yeah, I signed. Okay, so any other claims for us?
No, but I need all these signed. Give it to everybody, so just your name.
Okay,
Everybody's name?
No,
No,
just
just-
Jack's.
Thank you.
And then I need this signed, and this is where we increased Eric's, engagement letter for his pay. I didn't get one that has a signature, and so of course, State Board of Accounts is here, so I need to get that. Eric already signed it.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't.
do you remember what date this was?
I got it.
Oh,
I'll fix it.
okay.
And the other thing I need to bring up is, I have been asked for by the State Board of Accounts to get all for the redevelopment. And I asked him about the authority because we didn't have any except for in November when they dissolved, correct? For the authority.
Yeah, that's the only one we had.
Okay. So I need to check that email again to see what he wants, but I do not have any signed copies of the regular redevelopment. And I need signed copies of the minutes for the State Board of Accounts.
Of the RDC meeting minutes. Okay. And you guys have all those then?
Yeah.
So,
So
Chris would have that stuff.
can we email her and have her send them by tomorrow? Because he,
It's the RDA minutes from last year.
well, no, I have the RDA and I
So it's
told
the
him
RDC
that.
meeting.
Yeah, so now it's the redevelopment, the development commission.
okay. Did you need any of these copies back? You do?
I'll
Okay.
just go ahead and do that and, what was I gonna say? I think that's it.
Do you remember when that meeting was?
It was in November,
November
Mhm.
25?
yeah,
Okay.
but I think that we have that one for some reason.
Oh,
Okay, I'm done.
this came evidently off of the Heartland Media one. So, okay. If there's no other claims, I guess we're ready to move to project update. First item, I guess, on it, we'd touch base on is the Shell building. So I can, well,
Are we talking to Cameron too?
Cameron's,
I'm not on the agenda now.
You're
Just
not,
like-
but don't we
No,
want to
but-
talk about your situation?
I will when you guys are, I'm not on the agenda, so whatever.
well, we'll get him before, or are you
Why don't
needing
we
to
just
get out
get
of
him
here?
out of the
No, I
way?
can stay for a whole
Why don't we just get him out of the way? I mean,
He said he's gonna stay here for the whole thing though.
all right. Okay.
I am just here to.
You gotta get rid of him.
Yeah, they're trying to run me out.
You don't have to go, but you're not staying here.
He's on the EDC board, so he.
Oh, he can stay in the
pretty
way.
much- He pretty much knows.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks for
Mine is
telling me.
just real simple, and I just want to touch base with you guys since last month.
Yeah.
And kind of get you to where we are.
you got a copy of this in your
We
packet that I
got a
gave you.
ballpark, cost estimate, which I'll give you guys.
Oh, that's what
There's
this
a
is.
couple things that they said can be taken out, but we been asked to get
Yeah.
some numbers. Did you
I've
print?
got,
Okay.
I printed it.
Yeah, so I just want to touch base with you guys. We've had some several meetings on this, and we're adamantly trying to get this moving forward, so we make sure that we're continuing to serve Packers and, of course, the industrial park, new shell building, jail, Carroll. So really just want to touch base with you guys, see where we were and what you need from the city of Delphi to help with the
Do you
decisions.
generally get any more than one quote on things, or just curious?
That's just, and that's a,
Rough.
give us a ballpark.
Ballpark,
We've been
okay.
asked by several people to you gotta give us a range, right?
Right.
So that's kind of, there's a
That's
couple
the
things there
range.
that you can take out.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just going to depend on whatever funding mechanism we choose to do, right? So if it has to go out by procurement, you know, of course, we'll go through all those steps and all that, but that's why I wanted to touch base with you guys to see where we are with our presentation last month and any help that could be provided.
I think it's pretty important that we do this. I don't know why we wouldn't move forward personally. Do you know?
The only thing I think we need to look at a little bit is the actual, how much we feel we can comfortably fund. Because based on the numbers we were getting from Baker Tilly, I think it was Baker Tilly before, when we were getting ready to do the shell building, we don't, with all the expenses in that, we don't have a lot of surplus.
So we don't have enough money to cover this.
I think it would be close for us to comfortably do it. But I'm not saying I don't think we can afford, I'm not saying we can't afford to at least put some in towards it, but I'm not sure we can afford to
Cover it all.
commit to paying the whole thing.
But we have about roughly 100,000 invested already behind engineering, emergency repair this winter, civil engineering, all the things that we're doing. So, you know, it's one of those to where it's a different scenario with it being tied to an industrial park versus citizens that don't pay directly into this tower. So that, we definitely want to be a team partner, but we have to leave that's right? That's not fair to the homeowners just down the street to be able to, for them to be able to fund this. That's not what this is. This tower doesn't serve households, it serves industrial. So we're not pumping the brakes. We can't.
Yeah.
It's per item. So we have to go. We have to continue moving forward.
When do you estimate you get this done?
We're ready to go. We're ready to go. The most important thing is we have to get it scheduled because this is a big project that they can't say, yeah, we'll be there in a couple of weeks, right? Because the companies that do these, they do them all over the country, all over the world. So we have to at least get them nailed down and scheduled to where we can roll forward with it, but we can't do that until we have some commitment, right? So that's.
So we've got, what, how much in the bank roughly, Jack?
Well, I should have brought my other notebook with me. Best not having my crate with me.
What about roughly?
Roughly, I'm wanting to say that over the next few years, I think, they were saying, and this was a couple of years ago, that we're looking at, I want to say it was maybe $1.5 million, something like that, that wasn't future incomes that had already been earmarked for over that time. And we put $1 million into helping with the sewer and water for the jail.
Yeah.
So that took a chunk of it too out of what we had.
So those earmark things, are they, I mean, I was wondering if we could put those off and do this since it's
Well,
Johnny on the spot here.
it's, we've got, you can see how much funds it says we have.
You got your settlement for the TIF district or?
Well,
125?
let me think of where the thing is I'm wanting.
TIF district.
Yeah,
The settlements, right? from the-
yeah.
They won't get that till June.
Okay. And most like, this is March, right? So, best case scenario, we get these guys scheduled, the invoices aren't gonna start coming in until the latter part of the year, so. just to-
You know,
that's
if-
why
So,
they're not
so
gonna-
we're all probably on board with this. I mean.
If we
But he's got the one.
If we had the shell building sold, I would be a lot more comfortable with committing.
And
pretty good
that's,
chunk of it.
Definitely the key component of this as well, because it's
Yeah.
gonna serve, this is gonna serve the industrial park as well, right?
I don't think we need any.
Because, last year, our TIF income was,
Well, I know,
1.1.
so
uh,
I just need 2025.
actually,
Okay.
going off of this, we're looking at this is showing 785,000 that came in last year
Well, I can't read it.
for the Carroll consolidated, so that's pretty much, most of it.
I think it's Gateway.
and
A little bit bigger number.
we spent
I don't know.
3.3
On what?
on, some on the shell
we can get
building and
those
just in
minutes
debt
to you.
service.
Gee,
You know, we spend, right now, we're going to be spending close to, somewhere close to $1 million a year on debt service between the 3 bonds. So you need to watch yourselves there.
so what's your thoughts on it? Do you think we could do 750?
I'm thinking somewhere between 500 or 500,000 and 750,000, I think. 750, I think, would be pushing the max we probably want to go. Hopefully you guys would have had a little bit from all the utilities bills from IPC, but I know they get industrial rate and,
And then those go directly into operations of everything else, right? So the last thing, we don't want to have to raise our rates,
No.
one, for class 2 users, just for the dynamics of this, right? That's the last case scenario, we don't want that.
Right. We don't want to do
So that's what we're trying to avoid. That's
Yeah.
what we
Oh.
don't want, and that's what, nobody.
Mhm.
So, yeah. But it's just, it's showed its 30-year life, and it's time to,
What if we said we would cover up to 750,000? Would you guys proceed then with getting bids and move on?
yeah.
Okay. I'll make a
We
motion.
have to regardless, because it's to a point where, it has to be, we don't want what we had happen this year, to happen again. And our water department did a great job of, again, that $14 million project that we put in the ground, we could never do that before. We could not take that tower offline. It just wasn't an option. So Craig and the water department and Peerless and Packers, we had, I don't know how many meetings, it was a lot. But that was a good feeling knowing that that investment that you guys also helped with, it worked. We had to test it the way we didn't want to. But it was a breath of fresh air saying, you know what? Now we can actually tear this tower down, rehab it, and the investment that we all were a part of, it worked. So it's showing its full color, and of course, you know, there's nothing cheap in the world that's infrastructure, but it's been there for 30-some years.
I'll make a motion that we commit 700,000 towards this water tower replacement at Packers property,
for the IPC
for the
tower.
IPC.
I'll second.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded that the RDC will commit 700,000, you said, towards the cost of the rehabilitation of the IPC water tower by the city of Delphi. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I'll vote in favor, so motion carries,
We
so.
need to get with Eric and your team and get all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to get
It's a long
documented.
process,
I mean,
right?
yeah, I think there are gonna have to be things that are done. other
Yeah,
than
well, and
just
Oh, yeah.
this
we may
motion
need,
second.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
this is a comforting,
This is
to
at
know
least
that we
a
can start
statement of
making-
intent.
yeah,
We can continue with the long process, because it is gonna be a long process, so, okay, that's all I had. Thank you
Okay.
guys for your willingness to help, and by all means, whatever we can do to work through this, so, okay, thank you.
okay, so, Okay.
I need to ask you a question,
okay.
so I can probably get out of here, is I need to know where to pay this from.
Which one is that?
Um,
Heartland Media. Oh, I don't have, let me call it up here. Nope, that's not the one I want.
This better status.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I thought I had it copied.
Uncomfortable.
Okay.
Stand up a minute.
I don't know,
Yeah,
what do we, professional services work for that one? 3,014?
I really didn't look at it, but it Sounds okay to me.
Yeah, we got 103 in there right now, so.
Yeah, you don't have anything else that would,
Yeah, I don't see anything else that made sense,
okay,
so.
thank you.
Okay. And eventually we'll have to move some money around or do an additional for when this project comes through. The other project, oh. We'd like that back, I know. Okay, so back to the agenda, project updates. Do you want me to start off with the Shell building update, or do you want to join in, or?
You know what, I'm here more to just answer questions.
Okay.
Bring them up to date.
So, the offer that we were working on last meeting, I don't know if you knew or not, but, they were getting ready to do a counter to our counter. And they did get their, contract with SK Hynix. Just wasn't to the scope that they were expecting,
Yeah,
and they backed out of the deal.
yeah, I knew that.
So, and so at this point, Brett, somebody has been in touch with Brett through the EDC that's
Been there before.
been, yeah, they were here
Many
before,
months ago.
back again, looking, right now, his initial interested in the Shell building and 2 lots. So it's gotta be both the RDC and the EDC that approves that because of different ownership listed between the 2 lots. So we need to have some ideas of what numbers we can come back with. I don't know how much we want to get into the numbers right now.
They made an offer.
They made an offer, but the offer was less than what we were countering to, the South Korean company. But it also included, 20 acres,
Yeah.
two lots.
10-acre lots.
Lots.
That
Plus our building.
join the building.
Yeah.
So
So are we contemplating talking about specifics of an offer today and how we want to look back? Come back
Again,
out?
I would encourage it. Let me first say, the offer's verbal, it's not in writing.
Okay.
And, you know, we don't like verbal offers. A lot of times people say, I'm not responding to a verbal offer, put it in writing. There is one category of buyer that kind of sometimes expects a pass on that and actually does get a pass, and that's a cash buyer. They don't come along very often. Not only is he a cash buyer, he said it's cash as is, no contingencies, close in 2 weeks.
Perfect.
And
Well-
granted, a buyer like that,
Hard to find.
I told him, I said, the lots are different owners. The lots are EDC, this is RDC. So you gotta make your offers, 2 separate offers. And he goes, fine, I'll get with, he has an attorney that will represent him, not a broker. And he said, I'll get with him tomorrow and we'll draft something up. Well, it didn't happen. He just called their office and did he even do it in an email? Or did he do it verbally? So he made a verbal offer to the office and,
For the lots.
building lots and all is one offer, which is what I told him not to do. But I know he's looking at a building in downtown Monticello, he's looking at land out at 65 in their industrial park. He's looked at a building in Plymouth, so he's shopping, and he's wanting to be able to move quick. He doesn't want to have to go void one offer in writing if he wants to act quick, so he's just staying real fluid. So you're in a competitive arena. He's pursuing all options, and if you're not careful, he's made offers on multiple places. I know he's made offers on the places in Monticello, and he's not happy with where that's going. Now, he likes our building, and when I called him back last Friday, He said, well, I'm still hoping to buy the building in Monticello, but I think if the terms were right, I would probably buy both. He's just anticipating pretty tremendous growth. So now, Josh showed it yesterday.
Right.
And has he kind of indicated to you that maybe they're interested?
He has no solid offers, but they're
Yeah,
interested.
so, now we're this back talks cheap.
Right.
We got a so-called verbal offer, and we got a realtor that is optimistic.
Right.
That's not much either way. If you counter verbally to one, are you showing a hand you don't want to show to maybe the other lead? I guess I would say make it a dollar amount that you have no regrets on. But then again, the odds that the people Josh have, theirs may come laden with timelines and contingencies and financing. Maybe that you're waiting. I mean, the normal offer's got knee-deep in contingencies, and you're waiting several months to find out during a due diligence period. The reason the other one is cash as is, he's the neighbor up the road, he knows Delphi intimately, and he looked at the property clear back last fall. So he has gotten himself in a position to just go with it.
I think it was earlier than that, wasn't it?
Huh?
Wasn't it June?
Was
I
it
think I could-
really that early?
Because when did
The day I went and looked at his place, I think it was cold.
the California guy, when did the first offer from California come
June
in?
sounds more like the guy in California. Then
Well,
shortly-
it was
Wasn't
real
very
quick
long
after.
was it?
No.
That's right, that's right.
And
Oh,
then,
they were almost simultaneous.
yeah,
So maybe it was summer. I just know when I went up to Monticello and through the plant, I thought it was a cold day.
I think you did that, but then a couple months later, which would have been warmer when the other part of it came. So you're right.
Maybe I did, like early April, and then the offers came a couple months later?
Yes.
Wow,
That
you keep
sounds-
tabs on me, I think that's right.
I got stored up here in my
Good brain.
2.8 gigabytes.
Good brain. So, I think you probably should verbally go back to them. Here's what we can do on our building, but you gotta reduce it to something in writing, and then if the lots are that important to you, you're gonna have to deal direct with EDC on the lots.
yeah.
What do you recommend?
He knows that the list price on the lots was 42 or 40.
It was listed 45, wasn't it?
45,000 an acre. I think that's a lot. Well, I mean, Paul and I have had the conversation. If the price on our lots and the price on our building was so appealing, how's come we've been working on it a year and you haven't sold it yet? So appraisals, no appraisals, you gotta look at it.
Right.
You gotta question all that a little bit. That industrial park is really old, and Anderson's is a local buyer, and we don't count REMC. So,
Right.
that's an old industrial park with only one lot sold, and it's sold to a local corporation. It hadn't attracted anybody outside yet. Granted, we're optimistic about the overall market and the momentum in the market right now.
Right.
But, that, when you start talking about the market and how strong the region is, then I'm gonna say bird in the hand and two in the bush.
We're online right now, so.
That's okay.
So
I mean, I
the
don't regret saying
competition,
anything I said.
to
Okay.
your friend there, he is gonna see this, I'm sure.
That's all right.
And so I guess, what I don't wanna do is do what we did a couple meetings ago where we had an offer from a guy and we didn't respond, we voted not to respond. I mean, I am in favor of responding.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
A cash as is offer, even though it's verbal, I feel better about it than than the other one that we got that was in writing.
Yeah.
'Cause
We know the guy.
You
So-
wouldn't, we know the guy. He knows you, he knows me, he knows, Randy Straw, he knows Delphi, and he's been here his family's been in White County for 60, 70 years.
Do you remember how much we were going to counter with YC?
437. That's what we agreed upon, is 37.
Do we want to
It's okay with me.
use
That's
that number with the,
Yeah.
What do you think, Brett? You think that's
It's consistent,
consistent,
Yeah.
fair?
it's consistent.
Well, I mean, you'll probably counter again. He might.
Well, he
or
could,
not,
or
he
it
could
may
accept
affect
it.
what he does on the lots.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll buy the building without at least one of the lots.
Yeah,
He is not going to, I mean, his whole industry is out on a family farm with a lot of acreage. He could just grow there whenever he wanted. And the flexibility to spread his wings is real important to him. He ain't gonna put a lot of money in something where he's lost his growth. So at least, he may insist on 2 lots, but at least one is probably gonna be necessary.
right.
Do you have any
And-
feel for what the EDC would sell the lots for between you guys?
We haven't negotiated since the Andersons.
What'd you sell them lots for? 30,000.
Who remembers? I don't remember. What'd you say?
30.
An acre? And it was,
Yeah.
was that a 10-acre lot or was it a little smaller?
No, that was, I think they got, was it 6.5 or 7?
I think it's around 7 acres. I mean, I
Because
pulled it up on
they-
Google, really.
they did
I was pulling it up on
They did the
Google.
1.5 acre where the edge of the retention
Yeah.
pond. And then I was thinking it was 6.5, but, or
Okay.
approximately that.
Yeah, you know what?
Um,
So that'd be about 180,000 and that sounds believable to me.
Because I remember the person that used to sit in where I'm sitting right now was upset
I remember
about him
that
being
too.
sold at that price.
Yeah, I remember.
But I think the only other thing would be for us is, we can say right now, we're blocked in that we can't do a closing until after May 1st.
Well, if he puts an offer in writing, you'd have to accept it with that contingency, or if you're saying legally, I mean, can you act on it with contingency?
What's the contingency?
That you
Well-
couldn't,
That you get.
I mean,
you word it. I mean,
this has to sit open for 30 days, and I think it was just posted.
Well, actually, the ad hits the paper next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
So,
next Wednesday, so 30 days.
the earliest, the week of the 27th of April is going to be the earliest we can,
accepting an offer with contingency sounds problematic to, or not.
Well, I mean,
Contingent upon what? Nothing, no other offers come in, or?
I'm not really following you there, to be totally honest.
Well-
Well, they were, and
As-
it's not just me, they were under the assumption that they could go ahead and enter into an agreement even during the 30-day period,
We couldn't act until after.
contingent upon.
Yeah, contingent upon
No.
30
the
days.
statutory
The 30
requirements
days lapse.
being.
Exactly.
Contingent upon the
That's the
statutory
wording.
requirements being
Yeah.
met. As you sit here right now, though, we're talking about somebody who we don't know their name, we
Well-
don't have anything in writing, we don't, I
Now, we
mean,
know them intimately, we just don't have it in writing.
So what's your point? That it's gonna take longer than 30 days anyway? Or?
I mean, my
Well-
point is that you can't, I don't think there's not a formal written offer in front of you. It's just a
So,
verbal.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
The good news is if it takes him a week now or week and a half to go get with his attorney, write up the offer, give it, pretty soon we'll have eaten up half our 30 just in discussion, and that's not all
Right.
bad.
right.
But we can't meet his offer to close in 2 weeks, we can't do
Yeah.
that. You just have to.
But, I mean, we all know that's not gonna
Of
happen
course.
anyway. So, I mean, we don't need to worry about nothing that needs not to be worried about. So, so what if we went forward with a motion to verbally say that we would like to do business with him for 3.7?
Mhm.
And I'll make that motion.
And
Maybe it'll get him to reduce it in writing.
Yeah.
And jump in more seriously on the
Right.
lots and
Right.
get them.
And that's not a conflict with anything that we're doing, right?
Well, I mean, what's it for in the notice?
It's 3.7s are gonna be our counter anyway to the other group.
Yeah, no, but what's the
Oh.
offering sheet? It's
It's-
4.57.
yeah.
So, I mean.
Well, and I was going to touch on that too, because
Another conversation.
that changed from the number we were originally thinking, and then
Yeah.
Brett,
The,
clarify.
when I read the email, Eric had looked at Scheitz and said, I went with the as stabilized price because it's more current. It was a year out closer to now versus when the appraisal was first done. I'm an appraiser. The as stabilized price, as I recall, was with a floor, was finished and occupiable. It wasn't, this is what it's worth today, and based on appreciation and projections, it should be worth X in a year. It was as stabilized, which was as occupiable. So I said, I think you gotta go back to the original value combined with the newest appraisal, and the averages between those, not the.
And that's the number that I gave you, I think, is the average.
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the unstabilized
Eric and I
the-
talked about
What
it
did you
before the
stabilize?
The
council.
difference between the new appraisal
Yeah.
and the unstabilized. I mean, my advice, I think it's premature to take any official action on anything right now until you've got something, a proposal from somebody that,
Well, and,
To
you
do
know,
something.
right now with us being in, you know, going back verbally,
Just, well, to verbally tell him that he needs to make a written statement to us. If we're waiting for something in writing, so we're not leaning forward and going too fast, we need something from him other than just a, yep.
Are you breaking any, you're not breaking any confidentiality unless council's not appropriate. You could say, when we were looking at another offer, this is what we were considering. But to formally respond to yours, you need to put it in writing. Are you okay with that approach?
yeah, I think it's, to formally respond to something, you need something that's in front of you that's not a telephone call to somebody who's
Yeah.
not even on the RTC. I mean,
You're not doing anything wrong to
No.
disclose what you had done to respond to a prior offer. And then if he wants to try to mirror that, then that's on him.
yeah.
That was done at a public meeting, I think. wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
that's
it's
all
out
public, that's all public record.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
But I don't think there's anything before you to act
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Right
and
here
then,
right now.
and again, the response would be that, you know, to officially be ready to do any closing of that, we have to complete the requirements, which will put us at, actually, are you good with May 1st?
Oh, yeah.
How early in the afternoon would you be comfortable?
What's May 1st?
May 1st is a Friday.
I don't know where I'm going to be.
4:30, at 4:30 in the afternoon?
I can make that for sure. I just don't know if I'm gonna be 3 hours away, 2 hours away, so if I leave work at noon anywhere, and I could be up to 3 hours away.
Let's do 4:30.
She's gonna check the calendar here
Yeah.
real quick for us. So,
That's my only problem, is I travel so far.
so, because that would be when we would deal with everything with the public notice, which then allows us to move forward.
What do you mean, we can't do anything with public notice till May 1?
Yeah, it goes in the paper and then
Okay.
we have to give them 30 days to respond.
What day were you saying?
No.
What's that?
What day? May 1st?
It's, yeah, May 1st will be, the week of the 27th of April is when the ad what's going in the comment says that we'll look at response from that.
Could we talk about the
27.
listing, the going forward with the listing a minute?
That's,
Apparently EDC, there's been some conversation, James is saying you could go forward with the marketing. It probably lights a fire under that buyer and maybe Josh's company's clients as well. So, you know, competition is a beautiful thing. If you go ahead and put it on the market, you're not devaluing them. You're saying we value them, but we're not waiting. Our responsibility as RDC is to not wait. My only question was then, what do you do with list price? It looks a little odd if you established a list price that's less than the average that you're advertising. Doesn't seem very professional. You know what you could do? You could go ahead and list it for the price advertised. If nothing happens in 30 days, you're at liberty to reset the list price at whatever you want.
I just want to say, I am
If
not.
you're gonna list it, I would list it for what the advertised price is.
Right, I was expecting you to say that, so I'm thinking, don't wait 30 days if getting the advertised price on a listing and getting your realtor started, whoever that is.
I might as well say, I'm not gonna vote today, though, to list it with JLL.
Oh, okay, well, you told me you probably weren't.
And,
Yeah,
and I probably never will vote because they won't return my phone calls.
okay.
And I just can't deal with people that won't text me or call me back.
Mhm.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Okay.
And so, we're not gonna, we've got three of us, we're not gonna get a quorum today.
Well, yeah, because I've had good luck with my conversations with JL. Now, I don't know if part of it is Abigail's looking at it like I'm the contact person that she needs to deal through.
Sure. Maybe.
They
She
were
could have
there.
said that to me, though.
Yeah,
I deal
that's
with
true.
Jack, not you.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
I mean, I happen to like both of them. Her bio of experience in selling industrial real estate in Indiana is pretty second to none. EDC, regardless how I feel, Paul, EDC would like to list the lots with her.
Right.
But they also don't really want to use a different realtor from you. If they did, their voted on motion was to list the lots with them contingent upon you doing the same, because I said it sounds awfully cumbersome, problematic to be with two different realtors.
Yeah.
so where do we do next?
So, well, today, you can make sure I read when I was looking at this just recently. To pass a motion, it would have to be 3's the quorum.
Three's
but
the
it-
quorum, and then you need a majority.
Is it just the majority of so just 2 of the 3, or what I read made it sound like whether there was 3 or 5 here, it still took 3
You still
to
need 3 votes.
votes to pass something. That's the way I was reading the IC code when I was looking at it.
Yeah, that's my recollection. I'd have to double check it though, off the top of my head, honestly.
So I don't think, if you would vote no, we're not going to have the 3 then,
I would.
so.
Or is it the majority of those present?
Yeah, and I can't remember. Let me see if I can pull it up.
The board consists of 5. I think he's looking at it.
The thing is, Bill's not here.
What the board.
I would urge us not to move forward we've got so few people here.
Well, and hopefully by next meeting, we'll have a 5th person again.
I'm gonna back up a little on what I said. You could go forward. Everybody's anxious to get full marketing going forward.
Yeah,
But you've got 2 buyers,
Yeah,
one that is represented by Josh and them.
yeah.
And at some point, you're gonna have a discussion, what brokerage fee is owed to him, because he's not under a listing contract anymore. In the case of the Monticello buyer, he's unattached and paying his own realtor, or his own attorney to provide those services. And I'm working at the will of the RDC as your marketing committee member. So it saves, I just forgot, I'm sorry, I'm thinking too quick here. Effectively, my helping the Monticello buyer and you addressing it direct
Save us money.
is, it's 120 to 150,000, well, it's 120 to $240,000 savings to you, depending on whether there's a single or a dual representation, and you have none. So bare bones, 3.7 to him is worth 3,820 from anybody else if they're coming with a broker in hand.
That's a great reason not to
It's a
list
great reason.
anybody today.
It's
Right.
a tough offer to beat
Yeah.
because of the savings to you, the cash offer, no contingencies, and the turnaround time.
Yeah.
So for an RDC, a quorum is 3, and you need a majority of the appointed members voting in favor of something for it to pass, so you would need 3 people.
Okay. I thought that's how I read it, so.
That's my recollection.
Well, the fact that you've got buyers, if you go listed, then you got the cumbersomeness of excluding these buyers from the listing, so it complicates your relationship with your new broker. Can't be
Right.
done, I've done it a lot. But it flows with Paul wanting to just say, let's put the brakes on and let the advertising roll out. And the existing clients stay with the limited representation that everybody has.
Right.
Also
So-
to add, the EDC wants to, if, depending on if we can't get the lots and the building marketed soon, tied to each other, then the EDC will go back and reconsider whether or not to just go ahead and list the lots
Right.
separate from the building with JLL.
Yeah.
So that way we can at least keep the lots marketable.
Yep, I would expect if you end up, if one of these buyers buys just the building and lets loose of the lots, expect a EDC to jump quickly to marketing the lots. Probably with,
You say if,
JLL.
if we don't get a deal with Monticello,
You know, if you did and it didn't
Yeah.
include the lots,
yeah,
then they'll run to market the lots right away.
the rest of the lot,
The rest of the lots.
Yeah.
If he didn't take it.
whatever,
Sure.
go at
Of course, yeah.
Um,
Your job's done at that
it.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Did the motion that Paul started, did we vote on that or
Which
not?
motion was it?
To
To
set the
verbally-
reply,
I don't think there was a second.
There was not.
okay.
Because I asked him, I said, is that a conflict? And there's debate on whether we could even do it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything before you to vote on.
Yeah, like, you know,
Appreciate
So-
your opinion, thank you.
yeah.
I mean, that is his opinion, though, you understand.
And just as a committee member for you, if you wanted me to call him and say, this is where we were at with a prior offer.
And that's,
Before we can formally respond to you, you need to put something in writing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of giving him a little bit of a target by
Right.
Yeah.
stating that.
Definitely do that.
Yeah.
okay, so as long as that's kosher for us to do it that way, try and keep something moving with him,
Yeah.
because,
He just needs to do some kind of written, actual,
Yeah, I mean,
and that's it.
make a written offer, whatever.
yeah.
So, and then we could,
Because we're tied certain ways,
If
that
we
we
came
have
up
to
with
do
a
it a certain way.
written
We
offer,
don't even have a choice on some of the shit we have to do.
To be able to, I'm not sure how we could,
we
You
could.
can always call a special meeting.
yeah, well, we
Yeah.
can call a special meeting, but I mean, even at that point, to officially accept it,
It would be
it
the
would
same
have
sort
to
of
be
situation.
contingent on
Yeah,
the outcome.
so.
And if you
let's-
get a better offer during the
Yeah,
notice of public sale period, then, you know, sorry, no.
so,
Yeah,
And I'm not his realtor. If I was, I'd tell him, therefore, he needs to write his offer that it contains the first right of refusal if during that period of time a better offer is obtained. Meaning he keeps the door open to step up to the plate.
good,
It's not bad for the RDC.
yeah.
Nope, not a
Yeah.
bad thing.
and that's, you know, if he wants to know that he's gonna, because he's got what we would expect to see as a max offer.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. The thing that could happen is he wants to nail down an agreement.
right,
So what could happen, he'd say, you know what, I will submit, but I'm not gonna submit it now until the end of the 30 days. And not much we can do about that.
Until the end of what?
Until the end of the 30 days.
Yeah.
so,
What would be the
You
advantage?
can't nail something down until you have it in writing anyways.
That's right.
You can't sell real
Verbal
estate.
real
You
estate.
can't sell real estate
Not
verbally.
binding, right? It's a chess game.
exactly,
I mean,
so, okay. So, we've got a,
Yeah.
got a game plan on how things
I
are
think I understand.
moving forward. So, and yes, the notifications going in the comment is going in at 4.57, which is the average of the two appraisals.
good. So
And-
that's lower than we initially heard, right? Or I heard.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah.
Good, because the lower it is, the better it looks.
So, Okay, so then
And they will get that in this coming week, right? The
the,
comment,
the comment, it is to be posted.
They
They've,
have it,
they've acknowledged that it will be in
next Wednesday.
Wednesday's paper.
I was gonna say your deadline's tomorrow noon.
Yeah, and I think Chris has already, because she had sent the original notice,
Okay.
and Chris has sent her the one with the change to the value it's set at now, so,
Okay.
So we're gonna meet May 1st?
yes.
Okay. It's available, but I just need to know what
4:30.
time. 4:30?
4:30. We want Cody to be there.
You'll regret that.
He's a working man.
4:30?
4:30.
Yep.
Do we don't need a motion for that, right?
No,
Okay.
I think technically I can call it.
You can
so.
call a special, yeah.
Okay, Jack.
But that is why I was trying to get responses. Got one from you, got one from Cody, or Cody and I discussed it earlier.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, moving on, let's go ahead and move on down to the new business and let James talk to us for a few minutes here, which everybody here has heard the, except for Patrick.
Nice to meet you, though.
It'll be a special presentation.
Make
sure that's-
Yeah, you
I
won't hear
mean,
this
not that I
again.
don't wanna listen to it, but,
For the
you
for
know.
the third time.
Yeah, I think so.
Bad, you like it.
Well, I got some work to do, you know.
No, I think it'd be your fourth time. Didn't you present to the commissioners?
Yep, the commissioners. The
She was here for the
council
commissioners, here for
today,
RDC, EDC, or the council, and this would be her third one.
How about I go make phone calls?
That'd be good. Thanks,
Okay.
Brad.
Thank you, sir.
I'm
Thank you.
excited to hear it,
So, yeah.
so see you there.
So
I am excited.
I'll keep it to the highlights. As many of you know, the Carroll County EDC has released its 2026 strategic plan update outlining key priorities to strengthen the local economy, support workforce development, and enhance quality of life across Carroll County. Our 5-year strategic plan builds on Carroll County's strong agribusiness foundation and recent economic momentum to position our communities for long-term growth, opportunity, quality of life improvements.
No, but
And so why does this plan matter? Well, Patrick, thank you for asking. So this plan comes at a pivotal time for Carroll County. We have a strong regional investments, population growth, and local momentum. And so that provides a unique opportunity to grow, diversify our economy, strengthen and upskill our workforce, and improve housing, child care, and healthcare access.
I think you should have that memorized by now.
Well, I'm moving much faster
I
now.
noticed you talking fast.
Yeah. So this plan provides a clear and action-oriented roadmap to achieve these goals, and I think what's important are the 4 strategic priorities that many of you have seen in your packets that you have. The 4 strategic priorities around business development with the goal of more and better jobs within Carroll County. Workforce development with the goal of a skilled, job-ready workforce aligned with employer needs. The priority for community identity and quality of place with the goal of making Carroll County the premier rural community in the region, and the strategic priority of community collaboration and leadership development with the goal of strong collaboration and leadership capacity to move projects forward. I will add that a few questions that have come so far around some of these goals. One has been workforce development, as far as what are some activities or initiatives that we're working on or have planned to work on with workforce development. We can point to a collaboration between the EDC, the local schools, the Chamber of Commerce, our Delphi Main Street, our career and technical education co-op called Indian Trails, to bring everyone together so that way we can connect students and employers together. That started a few months ago with the change of requirements around high school graduation requirements that the state has implemented. setting a number of hours that students need to meet with work-based experience. I think at the basic level that starts at 150 hours, going up to more advanced criteria with different seals and certifications going up as much as 650 hours that students would need to get those honors and seals. So we're trying to hit the ground running with getting those businesses, well, one, made aware of those requirements, because not many businesses and employers know that the state has required work-based experience and hours as part of high school graduation. So that's one example within workforce development. It was asked today in county council about some of the things that we're doing as far as trying to attract employers. Came back at the end of that to clarify, so some of the things that we are working on. Give me one moment, I'm trying to rethink. I had gone over this so many times. I'll take our CURAG initiative. That's with the CURPC. We're working with our consultants to attract and reach out to businesses who might be in line with the community as far as scale of operations, but also provide good paying jobs. We also have the state's Economic Development Corporation that sends us leads for different projects, for different sites, and we're trying to respond as appropriately as possible to any of those leads that are in line with available sites that we have currently. So that touches on workforce development and business development. And then something that I'll touch on a third example too that looks at community collaboration and leadership development. We're partnering up with Leadership Carroll, which is a leadership development cohort to begin that program later this fall and runs into next year's calendar, which helps to develop already good leaders in the county, but give them more skills to be better and effective leaders within the business community and civics. So that's the gist of my presentation, but also what our plan is going to focus on over the next 5 years with that. So if there are any questions or new questions that might have popped up since this morning, I'll be glad to take those. Or you have my number and emails. Feel free to grab a hold of me and reach out. But
Thank you much.
But yeah, wanted to share that with you all as important stakeholders with the Economic Development Corporation. So.
Good deal.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, RDC.
Thank you for your presentation, and
Knowing that we gotta take care of.
yeah, that's
What's
next.
the two bids for?
Both of them are for
200?
200 time. If you want, I printed out both of them.
So,
I'm actually leaning towards this one, because I think he's a little bit more detailed on what he is doing, and so that's, and I mean, we had
you wanna make a motion?
some issues. Well, as president, I would prefer one of you two to do it.
Which one, is this one?
CNC, and CNC does a lot of county. I think they do the jail, don't they? And they do several things for the county already.
Do they do the Carroll?
I think they may do Carroll Manor too. So,
What's this for
the mowing of the Shell building.
You want to make a motion?
Sure. I will make a motion to, what's the wording for the CC, to hire the CC Enterprises to cut this for the Shell building.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to accept the quote from CNC Enterprises for the lawn management of the Shell building for the 2026 year.
I would read off how much the quote is.
The quote is $200 per cutting. And pulling and spraying weeds as needed, and flower beds as needed. So, is there any other discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. So, I will sign this because I've got to get that back to him then. Okay, we have down on here the Carroll County redevelopment, the gateway, management gateway report. I don't know, do we actually, other than,
Yeah, so I can tell you a little bit about
Okay.
that. So RDCs, every April 15th, they're supposed to have a report completed that is largely the fiscal officer.
Right.
And working in conjunction with the municipal advisor, Baker Tilly. That basically is just a review of what happened in the previous year. I think it's a good idea to motion, second, and approve that report from Baker Tilly. Ultimately, what happens with it is it gets, one copy gets sent to the council, which you might have gotten this morning. I don't know if that was part of the agenda.
did you,
One goes to the commissioners as the executive.
I
for the
reprinted it
county,
if you
and
want to
then
look
gets-
at it a little bit.
Oh, I'm okay.
Did they
So
get
moved.
finished? Baker Tilly?
Second.
Finished
I
that?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, we got it from Baker Tilly, so,
Yeah.
okay, so Paul's moved to accept the Gateway TIF management report, seconded by Cody Martin. If there's no discussion, all those in favor, aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0.
I had one question for you.
Okay.
From Chris, in terms of the claims that I don't think got mentioned is NIPSCO and REMC. How much that amount
Okay,
was?
those claims, and those, we have given, Beth the authority to go ahead and pay those claims because they always come in and.
Yeah, and
it's
how much
pushing.
was it, just for the minutes?
For the minutes, claim number 464 for NIPSCO was for 6766. And the REMC claim, which is 465, was for 64607.
Okay, yeah, because she puts those in the minutes, so.
So, yeah, and then, let's see, we had approved the claim, I think, last month, didn't we, for the Baker Tilly? Or, let me look here. Yeah, the Baker Tilly claim we had done last month, so I think it was just those, it'll be just those three then. So, okay, so do we have any other business to come before the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved by Paul Ryder, seconded by Cody Martin to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. And if you could hit the stop